Hello and what is up, guys? Welcome back to Shanty Aquatics YouTube channel. Today we are going to be building a sump. Well, showing how to build a sump and showing what is the sump. It's going to be that thing underneath that shelf. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. So, of course, the video, I sped it up so you guys didn't have to watch me go through this whole process for the whole, 38 minutes or however long it was. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find out how big my glass panes are going to be. And I'm only going to be using 4 glass panes for this sump. I'm going to have uh, a return chamber, a refugium, and I guess, input chamber. I'm not going to have what do you call it in there yet? A protein skimmer. But here I am, just clearing out the wall so I can actually move the panes of glass into the sump easier. Getting my measurements, this first chamber is going to be 5.5 inches long. This is just going to be my intake, which I don't think needs to be very long. I probably will expand it because if I do ever want a protein skimmer for this setup, I will need more room. Okay, the next chamber is going to be the refugium, which this one is going to be 7 inches long. And I'm going to need that for my Kato, and I'm going to have my copepods in there along with some phytoplankton. Of course, the refugium doesn't need to be this long. I mean, sorry, it's going to be 11 inches long. But the refugium doesn't need to be this big, but I just said, screw it, I have enough space, so that's what we're going to do. Next, we're going to have a bubble trap from the refugium to the return, so no bubbles get sucked up in the return pipe and get pumped back in to the system to stop a gargling noise. Then, of course, the last one is going to be the return. Here I am getting that space in between. That space in between those 2 panes of glass where the bubble trap's going to be is 5 inches. I'm going to have a 3-inch gap, and then I'm going to have a 2-inch gap. That first 3-inch gap, of course, is just going to be the bubble trap. The next 2-inch gap is going to be for my carbon filter pads that I'm going to put in between the things right there, just to give it that little extra amount of manual and chemical filtration. Then here I am, of course, just trying to get a picture, and there we go. That is everything. I mean, everything's done. All right, so now what happens is on the right side, the water will come in to a filter sock, which will be the first media filtration. Basically, it'll just capture all of the debris that is going to come out of the pipe and will basically just be caught there as a normal filter sponge would. Now the water will flow over the first glass pane, which will maximize that top layer of water. Then it'll flow over into the refugium, where if there happens to be any other sort of fine debris that does get through there, the copepods and phytoplankton will take care of it. They'll eat it, and basically it'll be gone. It'll be out of my system. Next, the Kato. The Kato will remove nitrates and other sorts of various chemicals I can't really control without adding other chemicals unless I have Kato in there to remove all of the negative side effects. Of course, Kato will die if I don't have enough of those negative particles and nitrates and other things like cycling around, so I will have to keep the Kato at a size where it is able to be alive. Again, I will have to also have a light of UV some sort above that to actually give the Kato some growing light. Next, the chamber right there is going to be a bubble trap, so water will flow over, and of course, since bubbles go up, bubbles will be trapped inside of that small chamber right there. The next chamber is going to be a 2-inch gap chamber for a carbon filter pad, which will just remove any other small debris that my phytoplankton and or copepods missed, just for that extra little bit of chemical and mechanical filtration. Then it will flow over into the next chamber, which will then be where my return will be. So my pump will be sitting in there, shooting out water, sending it all through the system, just for everything to come right back and go through this whole system again. If you guys are enjoying these videos, feel free to put that like and subscribe button, and I will be sure to catch you all in the next Shanty Aquatics videos. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you all later.